copyrighted music. But the thing is, I play non-copyrighted music, and then like I get horribly, like horribly, what was that? I get like copyrighted. I hate it. Like I literally hate it. Like it's annoying. Like Twitch music, chill, cute. Maybe I could just play there. Stream cafe. Let's see what that means. Okay, Boba Hour. Listen to Stream Cafe for free on Spotify. Support us for free, girl. From Spotify or Ed to help grow the channel. I'm sorry, I don't have Spotify. Hmm. That's fine. Yeah, I can just open my Spotify. Okay. How loud is it? Can y'all hear it? I don't want it to be too overbearing. Wait, I should get my headphones. Dumb. Dumb dumb. Dumb dumb. Okay. Should be nice. Okay. Yeah. So for today, I'm gonna replace my chair because it keeps squeaking. For today, I'm just chilling. I studied. Yeah, I'll just record this. It's just so as a VOD. I'm studying English. I'm gonna teach English as a foreign language. I'm gonna be a TEFL teacher. I guess TEFL, is already suggesting you're gonna be a teacher, but yeah. So I'm gonna be probably a TEFL teacher. A TEFL. Wait, maybe I should research that. I should get this out of the way. I'm not drawing yet. Ugh, I don't know. It's annoying. I wish I had a mountable thing. Like I wish it was not on my desk. TEFL. Yeah, I'm gonna do TEFL. Yeah. Ten to 12 weeks. I'm not sure. 6 months access. Okay, it's not 6 months yet. It's 4. I really, I have a hard time. I really had like a hard time resting, but now I'm like back to I'm really back making, I guess, stuff for work and or career adjacent. So yeah, um, I definitely feel like I've been well rested already. And really wanted to um I really wanted to just do something for my life. I really want to stream, but I don't know. Sometimes it just feels weird. Sometimes it just feels like it's going nowhere, but then again, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm not making content like what? Not making content like 4 hours a day. So it's like, well, what do you expect, right? So there's that. But good news is I'm gonna add more stuff to my model, right? Yeah, and hopefully it goes somewhere. I'm gonna have myself a cute jacket so I can cover up cover up myself basically. Yeah. I'm gonna do the assets. Like I don't want to stream Clip Studio. Maybe I could just do it in the background. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep talking though. I'm just gonna keep talking though. Wait, can I? No, there's nothing there. Sorry. I was like, there's something there. Is there something flaggable? No, I think so. I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. I'm tracing because I don't give a shit. I can trace. I'm gonna do like, oh, it's D squared. Okay, that's better. You know what? That checkerboard pattern was so annoying. Okay, so first things first, I watched Fantastic Four First Steps, and I loved it. I genuinely feel like it's one of the more polished, really great Marvel films that came out this year. I feel like Fantastic Four First Steps really is Sue Storm's movie, and and I couldn't and I couldn't hate it for that. I love it because of that. And I feel like Sue Storm is able to basically be a really complex character that grew, and you can see all their growths even in the beginning where it was like a time skip thing, like, oh, by the way, this is what they've been doing since they became the Fantastic Four. And I really appreciate that everyone, you know, I said it's Sue Storm's movie, but everyone got like a certain decent amount of screen time. I do feel like Mr. Fantastic has no like solo stuff that much. Like Johnny has his like thing with Shala Ball. The thing got, the thing got her his thing going on. I don't want to spoil that much, but um Mr. Fantastic's plot always revolves around kind of like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like Mr. Fantastic kind of take a back, you know, kind of isn't that much in the movie, which is fine. I do feel like they were missing a lot of scenes though. I feel like the editor, whoever it is, left out a lot of scenes to make it fit like, why can't they make 3-hour movies? Is that expensive to film and it's show in theaters? But I feel like if it was 3 hours, we could have had like more, or 2 hours and 30 minutes. I feel like that would be a great length, just because like there are scenes where it's just like very intense, and then we didn't get to like at least show, or we we could have marinated in some scenes more, is what I would say. But nonetheless, the product there is beautiful. Like, it's really great. The Fantastic Four feels like a family. They really honed in on the family part. Everyone was great. Vanessa Kirby, oh my god, I'm now a fan. Um, Johnny Storm, actually, like, people are like, oh, hothead Johnny Storm is like here. I feel like Johnny Storm showcased like not very multifaceted um Johnny in the movie. I feel like he's genuinely more interesting this way. Like, listen, Chris Evans' hairy fucking pecs, I love. Don't get me wrong, when he was like naked, I was like, girl. my first awakening, one of my first awakening. But this sees like this Fantastic Four's Johnny Storm is very interesting in and of itself. I you know I gotta lie, I like Chris Evans visually better, but story wise, I like Joseph Quinn's take on the character. So listen. A lot of people were like shook with Chris Evans' Johnny Storm. He was very cocky, he was very handsome, he was very, but Joseph Quinn was just added that like certain layer of character where it's just like, oh yeah, he is kind of hot headed and he has like an attitude, but He's also kind of smart, and he's also very three-dimensional as a character. Multi-dimensional. Three-dimensional? Three-dimensional as a character. He's not flat. So yeah. I really do love it. I really do love it. I feel like, listen, Ironheart was great. I don't understand why people hated it as much. They hated it so much, but Ironheart was interesting. Is it frustrating? Yes. But I feel like the frustration is like it adds a certain crunchiness to it that it's just like no, good. Like listen. It was a story about grief, loss, and whatever. And I'm partly annoyed that Riri Williams didn't learn anything. But I will say it did make it very interesting where she did sign up deal for Mephisto. Because like you actually see her still apprehensive of losing Natalie. Right? You can see her still be apprehensive of letting go of at least a memory. So she came into terms with how her best friend dies in a certain way, but she still hasn't let go enough that she can't let go of the AI of her friend. So in and of itself, like she was very dead set on remembering Natalie, and then it became like, oh, Natalie's alive through AI, so I'm gonna preserve this memory of her, but she still can't be alone. She still hasn't moved on. Period. Like it, she's still like lost. I find it really interesting. I think like some people just want like, oh, she's over now, everything's happy, blah 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 yada 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 yada. I feel like that's more interesting that way, and um I feel like that it's just more interesting that way, basically. Thank God though. So thank God. Ironheart was great. Like there were some like there were some scenes that were just like whatever, it's fine. But I feel like it was nice. It was like a very interesting, very very small scaled MCU film. You know, the scales were smaller. I like these smaller scale MCU projects, man. Like not everything has to be an Avengers Doomsday. Not everything has to be Quantum Mania where they're setting up Thanos or they're setting up King or whatever. Like nobody, like old movies, like old Marvel movies were like doing it slowly. Like there were like pockets of time where we were developing the characters. I feel like the Fantastic Four definitely desperately needs that. I feel like they should be growing these IPs more, and that's what makes comics really great, and that's what makes the MCU really great, in my opinion. That we grew up with these characters, and we grew up with these characters, and you know we see them on the big screen with like various levels of quality, but you know it's still like we still grew up with it. Like we still had the time to marinate and let it sink into let it sink in that these characters are you know worthwhile. And I feel like that's what the MCU is kind of missing right now. Miss Marvel hasn't been even somewhere. Like Miss Marvel hasn't been anywhere for a long time, so I'm just like, well, it's kind of a shame. But you know, they're approving things now. I heard they're they're making it so that there's a bit of quality control. For me, I feel like yeah, it's too much saturation is crazy, but I feel like they introduce so many characters, it gets to a point where it is, you know, an issue of quality control. Man, I just want an X-Men reboot. Like listen, I appreciate I appreciate Fox, but I need like a Marvel reboot. I need this X-Men reboot with new characters. Like Hugh Jackman, let that man rest, girl. Jesus Christ. Let Hugh Jackman rest. I feel like recasting them the X-Men is one of the best things you could ever do. Just cause like that X-Men Fox thing is so messy. Like even if you're just watching the Fox films alone, it's like, oh, so Wolverine knew Mystique, but like blah blah yada yada yada. Like it's just crazy that they didn't even think about that when they were moving the film. They were just like, let's make great films. Let's make great films. And I'm just like, well, it's kind of immersion breaking that, oh, this is the history. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the canon now. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the canon now. Oh, okay. Oh, Wolverine. James Charles. Oh my God. Charles Xavier is like this one. Yeah. It's just like crazy. I've been reading the X-Men comics. I haven't gotten around reading it more yet, but I loved it. I feel like I found like characters that I really want to follow. And that's really interesting. I really do feel like um I feel like it's the perfect character for me to follow. So yeah, that's a current state of the MC. Oh God, I'm still a Marvel, like I'm still a fan, like a light fan. But I'm still optimistic that they can bounce back from this rut that they're in. I feel like if they make more films like the Fantastic Four, I feel like they can make more stuff. They can make bank again, like finally. Thunderbolts was nice. I feel like Fantastic Four is better than Thunderbolts just because like it has less strings attached. We had like less things to introduce and more time to be actually a movie. Actually be a movie. So yeah, that's that's what I think about that. Okay, let's move this one and just uh just ate like a huge 14 inch pizza. And funny thing is, I basically got that 40 inches to almost like finished all that night 14-inch pizza. My God, oh my God, if I need water, oh, Jesus, English is suddenly hard for me. Wait, hold on. So I basically almost finished that 14-inch pizza. Something around 14 inches makes me like fucking have a stroke. I don't understand. I'm gonna give myself a leather jacket. It's cute, it's funny, it's chic. I tried wearing a suit, but like, and there's no. When you're fine, I saw that Sea Dog VA got mistaken for a um conservative person funding the IDF, which is insane. You know what? Wrong IDF, but we're it's kind of unfortunate that you do have your charity so close to a organization is that is the IDF. I won't say anything about that more, but yeah, man, it must suck. You got called like a fucking extremist, a conservative right wing person just because you donated to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. That's crazy. That's insane. That's actually libel. That's actually libel. Like honestly, I'm pretty sure that nobody gives a shit. It's like, oh, who is this person, right? But like, damn, that's grounds for libel. Like, if it was me, you will be getting sued, definitely. You mean to tell me that you mean to tell me I'm supporting one of those organizations that's currently running amok right now? Girl, now, girl, now. You mean to tell me you made a mistake? You didn't check. You didn't check my credentials. You didn't check what it actually means. Like, damn. Yeah, you're gonna get like in legal trouble, babe. Mm-mm. Imagine such a thing. Imagine such a thing. Can you imagine fucking being that? Like that is so hilarious. I hope that I hope they remove it. Honestly, that's just slop, basically. Like sometimes, listen, the news. I don't like watching the news just because like sometimes it's so voyeuristic. It's just too voyeuristic for me sometimes. It's just like, okay, I know you're reporting on this, but damn, isn't this a bit too much drama? There's a certain way where it's voyeuristic. It's like some stories are just told in a certain manner where it's just like, damn. It's just like, damn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, this leather jacket's looking somewhat nice. Maybe. I played Dream Daddy last night. That was really great. And I love revisiting games, like games that I grew up with. That was like me at 16. Me at 16 playing Dream Daddy. I wish I was like 16 again or something, but like if the world doesn't do that, the world will not change. Just because you want to be back there and yada yada. Like being a grown up adult, it's there's just the things that you gotta do and things that happen to you that it's just like, damn, I didn't expect this to happen, but sure, why not? Okay. But I guess that's how it happens to every adult. Sometimes being an adult sucks. But I genuinely want to be those people that are mature enough. I never thought, listen, I've never found fucking peace. Like, genuinely, like, I never found fucking peace in life. So I'm just like, damn, I can get a break. But, it's fine. I feel like other people have it worse. So I'm just gonna like handle it better. I'm gonna ask my doctor for ADHD pills just because like I want to focus on a job. I want to keep a job and be able to focus on a job, not have my constant difficulty, not having like constant difficulty of like some people don't understand that sometimes it is debilitating to have like a certain disability of some sort. Like I don't want them to get it. You know, I don't want them to get it. I genuinely like I just want I just want like a little bit more, not empathy, but more so like a little bit more grace, basically. If people really don't understand how things like this do affect you, and things like this do and are very difficult to deal with. Like it's not just like, oh well, you have like this, you have this, just do this. It's fine. Like no, no, girl, I can't do that. If I did, I would. If I did, I would have. If that was that easy, I would have done it. Like, you think I would have done it if it was that easy? But yeah. But there are some people that understand, and there are some people that are just so very generous with you and very gracious with you that I just appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, I friend replied. 17. Mm. Fight with my friend. Okay, this thing's nice. A bit messy, but you know, it's fine. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, honestly. Like, it's crazy. But I will know that I will get out of it eventually. So, what's that? At least looks better. Looks better. Personally, feel like um, I personally feel like there's so much there's so much ways to be somewhat better of a person, you know, and I feel like the, the, I- the people are just like having a hard time sometimes in life, and the best thing you can do is just like not be judgmental, you know. There's just so many things, and they're just so like the more I look at life and the more I'm like the more I've thought about it, and from the experiences that I got, like we don't really know what people are going through in life. They genuinely, they could be having a really rough time. They could be like blah blah yada yada. I just feel like instead of like life's not a race. Life's not a race. So why are we like I'm just like, why are we competing when in reality, we could just be vibing with each other. I personally, I feel like I've learned that um, by having that done against me. Like, I feel like people don't understand sometimes that we're not the same, and that and there's nothing wrong with being where you are right now. It's just more so what you do with what you have. I feel like that's one of the if life was teaching me a thing, I feel like I feel like that is what life is trying to teach me. Is that oh shit. Okay. Oh lord, the gain is so high. Okay. Okay, what was I trying to say? Okay. So I feel like what life has been trying to teach me is that I should extend even more empathy. Yeah. I think people don't actually realize that there's some people out there too that are just in very, very different ways of life, different values, different morals, different starting points, different the capability and ability. It's just there's just so much in the world that it's useless to it's useless to compare, really. I was like I would like base my life on how people around me are doing, and then I realized that, oh, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything because it doesn't mean anything because in the end, I'm just I still don't see myself as valuable. At the end of the day, you're left with what you have, and if you don't love yourself, if you don't love yourself already, and if you don't like what you see in the mirror, like, well, nothing's gonna happen to you. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're just gonna be basically just there. So I'm just like, well, that's the case. I just work on myself, right? And just not focus or like not really be all up in other people's business. Because why am I being like, why am I looking at other people's garden when I could be tending with my own? And that's what I learned as I'm growing up. Like, people have different capabilities and values, and sometimes their life is just how they want to live their life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's just how they want to live their life. It's just whatever. I just want to like be left in peace sometimes. Like, I want to get to meet people, yada yada yada, but I genuinely, if I get wronged or something, I don't wish ill for that person. I just move on. There's nothing there's nothing that I will benefit from if I just keep thinking of ways how to get this person back or whatever similar stuff, whatever stuff. This just doesn't work. And if you don't like me, you don't have to treat. What was it the grandmother said? If you don't like me, you ain't gotta treat me mean. I don't gotta treat you mean. So stay out of your way. That's how this works out. Where is that thing? I think it's this thing. Yeah, it's that thing. It's funny because like they're calling like I get the meme. I'm there with you guys. Like I'm very much there with you. But calling an English person, an English woman, a cunty is crazy. Do you know how that's one of the most derogatory terms that they usually toss out when they're really mad? So people were like, "Oh, Vanessa Kirby, how does it feel like you're serving cunty face?" It's like, of course you're gonna be shocked. She's not terminally online. It's just, it's funny. I get it. I get it. I'm one of y'all. But we gotta think about like optics here, people. She's not chronically online. She's an English woman, and you just toss around one of the most still right now it's still being it's still contentious, but you toss around like one of the grittiest, nastiest words in the English language at her. That's aimed towards people. Like I know people are like reclaiming it, I get that, definitely. I'm with that. But girl, Jesus Christ. And you have fucking Pedro Pascal saying, "Oh, that means it's not what it means. It's actually it's actually good when they say it. It means like you're pretty, you're fierce or whatever." It's just like, oh, it's so crazy, man. A lot of people are like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Yeah, it's just not. She's not online like us, you know. It's just crazy. It is funny that she is like, maybe we could just say serving face. Vanessa Kirby, how does it feel like when you're serving face? Face card not declining or whatever the fuck. It's just funny. Again, she always looks so shell shocked when someone asks her that question. I was like, "What you call me?" I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. People are actually reclaiming that, but I don't feel like she's terminally online to know. She has a fucking baby to care of, girl. She has a baby to care of. She's not terminally online like us. Girl, you have to. I'm so sorry. I can't stop laughing. I can't laugh. I can't stop laughing. I'm so sorry. But yeah, maybe preface it with like people found you, or I just say people found you like people made you a meme that you were so pretty. Like just say that. You don't have to say cunty face. Maybe it's just like, how does it feel like serving face? You've been memed to like while using your powers, you were like serving face or whatever. Like face card never declines, girl. You know, it's just funny. I don't know, man. The optics that sometimes as interviewers we have to recognize that not all people show the memes, show the girl that was like when I'm talking to someone and fucking blah 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 shalabah blah 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 Silver Surfer, and that meme with the girl with the braids, that one I would show her that meme because it's funny. I mean, I wish they were like introducing that meme better. Because I wish they introduced the meme first. They were like, "Oh, so what's cunty. That's what that's what it means." But no, they're just going straight to cunty. It's crazy. Calling an English woman cunty, that's crazy, girl. I feel like Pedro's got a lot of explaining to do. Pedro's got a lot of explaining to do. I was like, no, but no, babe, that's not it. It's actually just like this. It means that you're very pretty and you're very fierce and you're very. You can just imagine him just being all panicky and stuff, and he's like, "Oh no, that means like it's like this. They're not cussing you out." Jesus, you gotta think about the optics more, people. Like, not everyone is termly online. Not everyone is termly online. It's just crazy. The concept of that is just frying my brain. I do love it. I do also love the I herald your beginning. Oh, I herald the end or whatever the fuck. Whatever. I herald Galactus and it's like people in fucking tinfoil. I love it. It reminds me of all times when people were memeing the fuck out of the Avengers. You seen that person that was like using AI to interview the Fantastic Forecast, or at least Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal? Are you fucking dumb? Are you insane? You can't even think of how to like. Why are you a reporter? Why are you an interviewer? Like, we have people like Sean Evans knowing about like where they went to high school and what does it feel like being in a certain circle, and then you have AI interviewers. Like, it's so insane. It's so insane. Y'all, if you don't want to do your job, don't do your job. If you, I don't understand. Like, listen, I get it. Sometimes you have off days. But damn, you can't even like just do random questions and not admit it was AI. Are you fucking crazy? That's how lazy people are getting. Like, honestly, even without like me, it's their job, by the way. Like, listen, there's a lot of people that, I don't still like AI, but I feel like there's a lot of people that are like, it's a menial task, so they'll use AI. I don't support it, but sure, why not? But it's your job to interview people, and you can't even come up questions by yourself. You have to ask AI. And you admit it? Bitch, I get why Joseph Quinn is fucking mad as shit. I guess what that's why Emma and Joseph Quinn are just like so deadpan. They're dead inside because of these fucking interviewers. My god. It's crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. AI interviewer, by the way. That's so stupid. AI interviewer. Like, that was stupid. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Like, Will Best? Girl. What a waste. You have these very entertaining. Vanessa Kirby is so engaging with these interviewers. Pedro Pascal is Pedro Pascal. And then you have AI. You choose to make your interview an AI slop. What the fuck? Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal, they're fun. What I've seen, they're very fun. And you make the interview AI? The question, generic as fuck. The level of professionalism, unheard of. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Sean Evans is asking Pedro about his immigrant life. What is going on? Sean Evans asking Pedro what his childhood and like his roots from where he's from, and then you have these fucking people using AI to interview the two most engaging people in the cast. People that are, the two people in the cast that are so fun, and they're using AI slop? Get out of here. Leave. And also the people that are like, girl, girl, you know, the people that are like, oh my god, but they have anxiety. I don't like, definitely, you know, when I have anxiety, I'm alone and I'm trying to figure. Like, I feel like that's a skill issue. You don't have friends to, you know, help you cope, or at least assist you in a certain way, like be with there with you. Like, girl, I'm not saying use your friends as therapists. I'm just saying, yo, when I have anxiety, I deal with it by myself. I don't need like a beautiful woman. Like, okay, I feel like that's a self own, but sure, why not? It's just weird. They're making Pedro out to be a really huge predator, which is weird. I feel like everyone, from what I've heard, everyone has just, from what I've heard, everyone really likes him. He's very like a person that's easygoing, and I feel like a lot of people feel comfortable with it. I don't know. I don't know. If something comes out, I'm gonna drop that guy. But listen, from what I've known, everyone likes him. Just because, you know, that's the thing. Listen, even if Pedro problematic, whatever, I don't give a shit. I don't feel like he is. But even though, y'all, if you're man, if you're like men, if you foster in your heart of hearts, I'm not saying you should like, um, you should do this to get girls. I'm just saying, like, if you're a decent, actually really good human being, you respect women in general around women. If you, if you like, um, if you if you shown yourself to be a really nice person, a really great person to be around, people will feel comfortable around you. And that doesn't mean that you should take advantage of that. I'm saying be nice, people will like you. Respect people and people will like you. Girl, Jesus. My god, y'all. It's really clearly showing like you don't have like people. I'm not saying Pedro's gay. I'm not saying that. But y'all never have like platonic friendship so intense that it's just like, oh, it's all up in each other. You know? Y'all ever have friends like that where you're just like, oh, can you hold my hand? I love it. Yay! Magic. Girl, y'all ever have friends like that? Damn, girl. I feel like that's a self own. I feel like that's like a thing where it's like, that says more a lot about you, more than about that person you're criticizing. Because, like, not friends like that. I don't know. I feel like after J.K. Rowling, people are like, J.K. Rowling. After Pedro Pascal went for J.K. Rowling, everyone's just like, predator, 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 predator. It's like crazy, y'all. That's not a light-hearted. That's an accusation that's very horrible. By the way, that's very. You don't throw that shit around because you get the ick from someone. Call them a predator? Like, what? What's going on? And it's random people too. The people never people. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It just rubs me the wrong way that people are just treating people like that. But then again, you know, he went after the turfs. He went after the Israel Zionists. He went after, so I guess that's just makes sense that, you know, people are just starting to make a smear campaign now. I hope they still are comfortable with each other even after, because like, damn, y'all hate what y'all can't be. You guys hate what you guys can't be, and it's crazy. You don't have platonic friendships, like you don't have like really intimate friendship that just, you know, you're fine with touching each other. I feel like that's a skill issue, girl. I feel like that's a skill issue. You have Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett Johansson kissing because they're that comfortable with each other, and probably calling Joseph like, oh well, Jonathan Bailey's gay. So like, what the fuck do I care? Nothing's gonna happen. Like, I don't understand, y'all. It's a self-own. If I have anxiety, I don't touch my friends like this. I don't. Girl, they're just basically like holding hands. They're playing a husband and a wife in a movie, and maybe they're just comfortable with each other. It's a self-own. I swear to God, it's a self-own. I don't. I don't know. I feel like It's screaming. I don't have a friend that we're platonically secure. That we're just like very like handsy with each other. Handsy, not even like in a bad way. Like handsy in like a platonic way. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird, man. Y'all stop. Okay. I think I ran out of things to say, so I'm gonna log out. Maybe play more.